What if you could explore, even if for only a minute, nearly any world you could imagine and describe? That's the promise of Google DeepMind's experimental research prototype, Genie, which just released today. I was fortunate enough to get early access to Project Genie, so I can share my thoughts and experiences after playing around with this amazing tool for a bit. You start by describing the environment, the style, the settings, the NPCs, and so on. You also describe your character. If you have a reference image, you can attach that as well. In this case, I'm describing 221B Baker Street, the famous apartment of Sherlock Holmes, who is present alongside Dr. Watson, who is seated reading a newspaper. I am playing Mrs. Hudson, their landlord. This description can be as short or as long as you'd like, and Google has a help article describing what they suggest you include. If you'd like to dive in right away without typing, there's even a button that gives you a random prompt. After you submit your description, Genie will give you a preview picture that gives you a sense of how it's interpreted what you've written. If you're happy, you can just proceed. If not, type in the changes you'd like and iterate. Genie will take a few moments to generate the world, and then you can wander around the space using the standard keyboard controls common to most video games. The experience lasts a minute, and then you have the option of downloading a video, rerunning the prompt, or trying something else. Let me show you a few other worlds I've created and explored. Here's a market on a bridge in Song Dynasty, China. In this example, I've attached a NASA photo to imagine what it would be like to walk on the moon. In this case, I've merely described being in the Oval Office in the 1960s. Here, you're playing a giant boba milk tea, wandering around a night market in Taipei. Notice that the stalls look different and sell different types of food. Finally, here's a world based on an image I commissioned for my award-nominated optimistic sci-fi tabletop RPG, Return to the Stars. I can't tell you how incredible it feels to see a setting I crafted come to life in this way. Again, all of this is an early experimental prototype. This is a taste of the future. It doesn't feel like an actual product. But remember, it was only 4 years ago that Midjourney launched, and many people, for the first time, saw awkward low-res images based on their prompts. Now we're seeing AI short films at Sundance, and we're just starting to glimpse what it might be like to conjure up entire worlds to explore. Right now, you need a Gemini Ultra plan to play with Genie, but if you have more imagination than free cash, feel free to describe a setting in the comments below, and I'll try to create a few of them for people. Please, if you have a chance, like and subscribe to the video. It really helps the channel, and I appreciate it. Take care. Hope you enjoy this taste of the future.